poet Hokoji, marvelous power and supernatural activity, drawing water, carrying water. And you know how it is sometimes when you say a word and make the word meaningless, you take the word yes, 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 yes. That's why get this going for a long time. The word ceases to mean, and it becomes was asked, what is it like to have Satori? He said, well, it's like ordinary everyday experience, except about 2 inches off the ground. But there's another saying that that student who has attained Satori goes to hell as straight as an arrow. No Satori around here, because anybody who has a spiritual experience, whether you get it through Zazen or through LSD or anything, you know, that gives you that experience, if you hold on to it, say, now I've got it, it's gone out. And if you grab the living thing, it's like catching a handful of water. The harder you clutch, the faster it squirts through your fingers. There's nothing to get hold of, because you don't need to get hold of it. Thing it was, they're sickening. Because the discipline side of this thing is not meant to be something awful. It's not done in a masochistic spirit or a sadistic spirit. Suffering builds character, therefore suffering is good for you. When I went to school in England, the basic premise of education was that suffering builds character. And therefore, all senior boys were at liberty to bang about the junior ones with a perfectly clear conscience, because they were doing them a favor. It was good for them. It was building their character. And as a result of this kind of attitude, the word discipline has begun to stink. It's been stinking for a long time. But we need a kind of entirely new attitude towards this, because without that quiet and that non-striving, life becomes messy. When you let go, finally, because there's nothing to hold on to, you have to be awfully careful not to turn into loose yogurt. Let me give two opposite illustrations. When you ask most people to lie flat on the floor and relax, you find that they are full of tensions because they don't really believe the floor will hold them up. And therefore they are holding themselves together. They're uptight. They're afraid that if they don't do this, even though the floor is supporting them, they'll suddenly turn into a gelatinous mass and trickle away in all directions. Then there are other people, when you tell them to relax, they go like a limp rag. See? But you see, the human organism is a subtle combination of hardness and softness, of flesh and bones. And the side of Zen which has to do with neither doing nor not doing, but knowing that you're it anyway and you don't have to seek it, that's Zen flesh. But the side in which you can come back into the world with this attitude of not seeking and knowing you're it and not fall apart, that requires bones. And one of the most difficult things, belongs to, of course, a generation we all know about that was running around some time ago, where they caught on to Zen and they started anything goes painting. They started anything goes sculpture. They started anything goes way of life. Now I think we're recovering from that today. At any rate, our painters are beginning once again to return to glory, to marvelous articulateness and vivid color. Nothing like it has been seen since the stained glass of Chartres. That's a good sign. But it requires that there be in our daily use of freedom, and I'm not just talking about political freedom, I'm talking about the freedom which comes when you know that you're it forever and ever and ever. And it'll be so nice when you die because that'll be a change, but it'll come back some other way. And when you know that and you've seen through the whole mirage, then watch out, because there may still be in you some seeds of hostility, some seeds of pride, some seeds of wanting to put down other people, or wanting just to
sit down, state that choice, state the position of that belief. While you are stating it, allow the corresponding emotion, as it automatically always will, to muscle up, to build up with you, and truly feel how having that perspective, making that choice, being that art, really does not make up one of the issues that may again come up is your inherent feeling, your inherent opinion, if you will, about your own worthiness, about your own deservability. We remind you that the universe supplies anything to you that you truly believe you deserve. So therefore, if the issues again of deservability, of worthiness do come up, take the opportunity to remind yourself of the unconditional love of all that is. For it is simply constant, it is eternal, it is infinite, and no matter how you feel about yourself, you are always being an extension of creation, being an expression of creation itself, always unconditionally loved by creation, for creation simply does not forsake any part of itself. By definition, being unconditionally loving, all that is, or what you sometimes call God, also, by definition, applies that unconditional love to his, herself. You to have any ability being made in the image and likeness of all that is, to also inwardly reflect your own willingness to remove the conditions from yourself to love yourself. Because all that is sets up the mold, sets up the template, always in that sense, imparts to you that unconditional love by simply reminding yourself of it and allowing yourself to then feel it, which can be quite overwhelming in a positive way. You can always then mimic that vibration. You can always then realize that nothing is held for you. And perhaps again the issue is what you feel and deserve. But again, we remind you need to do nothing to exist. Even in your own society, upon being born, you are showered with gifts from the society. You did nothing but simply come into physicality and are already showered with gifts by the universe. Therefore, you need not earn this idea. It is your birthright. Absolutely. Therefore, for your willingness to utilize the many choices available to you, interacting with us